Please support my free channel by giving your like, subscribing, and do not forget to press the bell icon. Thank you. Every human being born on this earth are achievers. They have built a legacy by hard work and selfless service. Is it not our duty to carry it forward to our next generation? I have made a short film about a temple which our forefathers had nurtured, and they were really proud of it also. Can we see the film now? Everyone know that goddess Lakshmi lived in the northwest direction. As Rettappallayar temple is also in the northwest of Papanasam town in Tanjavur district of Tamil Nadu, devotees are doubly benefited as they get the blessings of both goddess Lakshmi and Lord Vinayaka. Moreover, as there are two Vinayaka Vigrahas in the sanctum sanctorum of this temple, Lord Vinayaka's blessings are also doubled, isn't it? Rettappallayar is also called as Damodara Vinayagar. Damodar is one of the names of Lord Krishna and is the 367th name in the Vishnu Sahasranamam. In Sanskrit, Dam means cord, rope, and Udar means stomach. When Lord Krishna was very mischievous in his young age, in order to control him, his mother Yashoda tied him with a rope around his waist to an urn. Hence, a mark made by this rope could always be seen in the waist of Lord Krishna. As the same mark was seen in the waist of Rettappallayar, the name Damodara Vinayakar came into existence. In fact, the huge belly of Lord Vinayaka symbolizes the created universe in his control, giving more reasons for the name Damodara Vinayakar. The main Vigrahas of Rettappallayar were discovered in the middle of river Kodamurti hundreds of years ago. It is said that this discovery was made following the instructions given by the Lord Vinayaka himself when he appeared in a dream to a local devotee of Papanasam. The two Vinayaka stone Vigrahas found submerged in the river Kodamurti was brought to the river bank and was housed inside a small humble shelter. As the Vigrahas were of different sizes, the locals fondly called them as young brothers, Rettappallayar Annan Thambi. From then on, word spread about the discovery of these Pallayars. Daily pujas and grand festivals were conducted. Many far and wide came to seek the blessings of the Rettappallayar, alias Damodara Vinayakar. Time moved on. After a gap of several decades, the temple was restructured to house more Vigrahas with individual Sannadhis. Lord Adi Kumbeswara, Goddess Mangalambigai, Lord Subramanya with his consorts Valli Devasena, Lord Dakshinamurti, Goddess Durgai, Lord Chandikeswarar, and the Navagrahas. Along with the Balipidams, Vahanas like Nandi Devar facing Lord Adi Kumbeswara, Mushika Vahana facing Rettappallayar, and Peacock facing Lord Subramanyar, or doubling the power of the deities. After a long gap of nearly 2 centuries, The temple saw the Kumbhabhishekam on the 19th March of 1984, thanks to the initiative taken by kind and noble hearts. This was the time when the temple was restructured. Subsequently, temple was expanded and Kumbhabhishekam performed on the 24th April 1997 and the next on the 1st July of 2009. The Sthala Vriksham of Rettapulayar temple is a huge peepal tree which was supposed to have been planted in the early 1930s. Due to this peepal tree, which is called as Arasamaram in Tamil language, the locals fondly call the Rettapulayar alias Damodara Vinayaka as Arasamarathu Pullayar, which has more significance in Hinduism and belief. This lovely, beautiful temple has not only become a landmark of Papanasam, but is also playing a significant role in the life of each devotee. Come, let us visit Rettapulayar, Damodara Vinayaka, Arasamarathu Pullayar of Papanasam in the Tanjavur district of Tamil Nadu. Please support my free channel by giving your like, subscribing, and do not forget to press the bell icon. Thank you.